Okay, Divine Feminines, I feel like this one is for you because I'm hearing a lot of chatter, a lot of talk happening around who you are, the kind of lifestyle you live. It's related to your Divine Masculine. I do feel like the more he moves closer to you or is more bold about this connection and who you are, something is telling me to say like he's very proud of you or proud to know you. A lot of people are feeling like this, like they're very proud to know you, very proud to talk about who you are. And because of that, many of you might feel this very like dense, heavy energy around you. Okay, it's going to feel like fatigue or extreme fatigue to the point where you just feel very, very tired. And I'm also seeing for a lot of you, you're going to feel like it's this strange, paralyzing feeling of time slowing down, or you're unable to leave your home. You are feeling almost like you're being held in a form of protection. So just pay attention to certain things. I'm hearing it will pass. It's just right now, there is just a lot of friction, okay? Many people are, I'm hearing like Googling you or trying to find information on you. I'm also hearing that Spirit knows what it's doing by keeping many of you locked away or very, very private at this time. But your name keeps coming up in a lot of different circles. I feel like many of you could be in like the public eye, but when it comes to your personal life, there's not a lot to be found on you. So a lot of you could have like platforms where you go under like an alias name, but people are digging, okay? They're trying to find out details about you. They may be going through a lot of like your social media platforms, just very, very curious about you. And I'm also hearing like there could be gossip or people trying to, it's not necessarily gossip, it's just people are trying their very best to paint a picture of the missing pieces, okay? Because they can't figure out the missing pieces about you, they find that their imagination is just plugging things in. Another thing I'm seeing is that a lot of talk is happening around who you are because of your Divine Masculine's like curiosity about you, the way they've been talking about you. And I'm also hearing making big strides and changes in their life because it seems as though you are this guiding light or this guiding star. Everybody is seeing that now, including a lot of these people around your Divine Masculines. He may be bringing you up purposely, or like he can't help it is another thing I'm hearing, okay? Like many of you might be like, why am I the talk of the town? I just feel like your Divine Masculines can't help it. They can't help but be in this space or this headspace, in this zone of watching you obsessively, okay? Wanting to know your every move, feeling very in love with you, wanting to just show you off and talk about you. And I'm also hearing like it's raising a lot of eyebrows. People could be trying their very best to nitpick at your energy. And I'm hearing certain things like they can't figure it out, like what is it about you? Or if you are very successful in the public eye, people are trying to nitpick at your success. It can't be that big of a deal. I could do that too. Anybody could do that. I'm living like that too. It's this very intrusive. It's very intrusive, trying to, many of you might be dealing with a lot of people trying to mimic your energy or just fixating on you, especially people in your Divine Masculine circle. I brought this up before in a past reading because that reading is coming to mind. Remember when I talked about your Divine Masculines really opening up to a lot of their friends, okay, their homies, and then like their homies' wives or girlfriends or significant others catching a glimpse of who it is you are? That is like some of the heavy energy here. I can also feel that is on you, Divine Feminines, or watching you. So I don't know, I feel like this is an energy of just clear your space, clear your energy, but overall I feel like you are just being talked about, even bragged about, okay? Your Divine Masculines are also feeling just overwhelmed with romantic feelings, and I'm gonna dig into a little bit of those feelings, like what's causing him to just blow the lid off this connection in front of his whole community. That's what I want to ask the deck. What's going on? Why is he just blowing the lid off of this connection and exposing this connection? So we have forgiving, we have learning. He could want your forgiveness. He's releasing the past. I feel also too like he could be like false, like anybody who had false perceptions or perceptions of who you were in the past. I feel like somehow prying into your life now, all of that is being washed away, or all of that is being forgiven. Like your name speaks for itself, or what you've been able to do in your craft or for your community. And I'm hearing stand 10 toes down on business. Like people have seen you go through a lot of milestones or significant tower moments and just build back your tower with I'm hearing like fencing and really beautiful windows. And this time your structure, it can't easily come down again. Like people are seeing you be like the master alchemist when things go awry. Why am I hearing that word? When things go awry in your life, you know how to build yourself back up. I don't know what it is, but people are really, they want to know how it is you do it. And I'm also hearing to spit out the words like, what's the catch? Like a lot of you might have haters out there who are trying to over explain that there's got to be a catch to whatever it is you're doing. You might have people who are talking about you a lot in the way where they're looking at your lifestyle and maybe feeling like it's a sense of like, how did you get that success? Maybe a lot of you could have been experiencing like overnight success, or like I'm hearing that you're going viral, or things could be blowing up out of proportion for you. Many of you might have just relocated. You could have moved. You could have gone through some kind of like major life event. Okay, if things weren't panning out for you, many of you weren't afraid to either go through some kind of divorce, quit a job, move out of your town, whatever the situation is. I feel like wherever you're at now, people are concerned. People are concerned about how it is you did that. Pay attention to the red flags. And we also have children. Protect your children as well, Divine Feminines. Like I'm hearing like, protection affirmations over them, because a lot of you're very successful. And I feel like, people really want the opportunity to... Sorry guys, I just had to let my delivery driver in. Sorry about that. I'm expecting something very important in the mail. But yeah, like I feel like pay attention to the red flags. Like I feel this has a lot to do with the energy that's been around your home lately, because again, if people are talking about you and prying into your personal life, what kind of lifestyle you live, I hate to say this as well, but just keep things on the lower, keep things private. I feel like many of you may be very good at doing that right now, but something as of recently, people want to know. Okay, it also says your love life. Divine Feminines, I don't know if you have like new love or things working out for you. You know what I'm getting as well? People are very confused about the lifestyle that you live, because you seem to just have it all. That's what I'm getting. Like I feel like this whole building back up your tower and building things back up, you might have gone through a very significant tower moment in your life where it may have affected your children. You might have been a red flag at one point, right? You came with a lot of warnings. You stumbled on your path, and you might have been the talk of the community or the talk of the town in terms of something very embarrassing happening to you, like in a public sense. I feel like it might have had a lot to do with your twin flame journey also. A lot of you would have gone through just rejection or being ostracized from your community for your spiritual beliefs. I'm getting with this energy of the children, people wanted you to be unstable. There's a song called Kids by MGMT. Check out the video for that song, guys, because it's this baby in the crib, and it starts off with like the monsters trying to grab the baby in the crib, and then all of a sudden the mom picks the baby up from the crib, and she's got her sunglasses on, and you could see that she's just distracted on her phone, and she can't notice that the baby is just in distress. And at one point she puts the baby down and the baby wanders off, and a police officer ends up rescuing the baby, but the whole time the baby is seeing everybody's faces as monsters. I'm mentioning that song as a synchronicity because I feel like this might have been something that a lot of you went through. Like, people wanted you to suffer because of a decision that you might have made. Like, if a lot of you had to go through like choosing your twin flame journey, or going through like divorce, maybe, being on your own, co-parenting, being a single mom, being a single dad, like, dealing with those types of dynamics, I feel like people at one point were eating popcorn and enjoying the show, watching you make a decision that they thought was absurd based off of your spiritual beliefs. But I feel like fast forward a few years later, a lot of you are experiencing success for following through on like the mission that God put in your heart. Okay, I feel like all of you who may resonate with this reading, although things weren't clear back then, you knew your truth of your twin flame journey, or the truth of your connection to your counterpart, despite the fact that it might have been affected by children, or it might have raised a lot of red flags in your community with people talking about you or criticizing you for some of the decisions that you were making. I feel like this bigger picture was the universe telling you, you are forgiven, you are learning, and you are growing, and many people that are put through the same experiences, you are not going to make the decision to rise above. Only you are going to make the decision to rise above. So I feel like whatever position you might have been thrown in, a lot of people weren't expecting you to rise to the occasion, and then on top of that, to experience victory. What's your current energy now? Okay, that's way too many, so let's just take from this pile what's at the top and bottom. What's your current energy, Divine Feminines? Okay, so we have lack and suffering and past. And this is why I was telling you to protect your energy now, because there's a lot of people who, they don't believe that you are in this abundant energy. And I feel like there's a lot of people banking on your present moment having a lot to do with you suffering and being in that past or lack energy where, based off of these decisions that you were making for your spiritual path, it's like they're still waiting for some kind of downfall. Okay, many people might have seen you go through, let's say, a divorce, and like because of that they wanted you to suffer. Let's say many of you walked away from a high-paying job to follow your career or your like something that was purpose-driven. They wanted that to fail because there's no way that you would succeed at doing something that you really enjoy or love. It doesn't matter what you would have walked away from, whatever tower moment, to choose your spiritual path. I just feel like your current energy is that you're glowing now for choosing that purpose. You alchemize the pain and the suffering, and even though you may still be going through the pain and the suffering, I think what people are talking about the most is that you know how to alchemize it now, no matter what people throw at you. Okay, and a lot of you have been under this suffering and heavy energy of fatigue, and there may be days where it's like you just kind of zone out and you need to just, feel like you may just need to lay there and rest and recuperate. I feel like your bounce back game is like incredible, and that's what keeps frustrating the people around you. Okay, this is what keeps your masculine tied to you as well, is because you represent some sort of drive or purpose or ambition. Okay, you guys are walking in your purpose, and I feel like this has a lot to do with the lifestyle that you're currently living. You're making people believe that the magic is real somehow, and I feel like they can't take their eyes off of you. But again, with all of that heavy focus and intense energy coming towards you, and the feeling of people prying into your life, like, throw some salt by your door, right? Get some salt, guys. I'm serious. Put some salt by your door, and if you guys have and you're able to, like, take a salt bath. Okay, Celtic salt is good, and good old-fashioned sea salt, and if you have some black salt, that Namak salt, that's good too. All right, I love you guys. Take it easy. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, guys.